everybody, it's Lane with Crafty Life Mom. I have another video for you today, and I know that it's been a while since I have actually posted a video, which has been unintentional. And so what I want to do today is basically just kind of explain where I've been and what I have for the new year ahead. I'm filming this actually on New Year's Eve, and so I'm hoping that I will get this posted very soon or very shortly so that I can share with you some of my goals and things that I have for the new year. Plus, we're gonna do a little craft with me because I have a couple of items that I want to kind of personalize and craft, and so I thought that I would start off doing a little craft with me video showing you just some of the things that I'm making. And basically I craft all the time. I don't always video it, but so I thought it would be fun to just kind of show you some of the random crafts that I always kind of have ongoing just when I purchase different things or we get different things. So I'm just going to show you what that kind of looks like. But first, I just want to talk about me. And if you're new to this channel and you don't really know, or you've followed me for a minute, you know that probably like late spring in the summertime, I was talking about possibly becoming a teacher. And so that did happen in the year 2021. And just a little bit of a backstory to that. For 11 years, I worked in the insurance industry, and we have 3 kids. And when I started having kids, I was wanting to stay home with them. And so it took me until our twins, which we have an older son and 2 twins. It took me until the twins were 2 years old to actually get up the courage or whatever to leave a job that I knew since before I was married and out of college. I did it for 11 years working in the insurance industry, and I was a professional in that, and had a lot of knowledge. And I was a really good job. So it was really hard to leave, but I wanted to focus on my crafting business at the time. I was selling a lot of items, and I had also started a blog, which later on I renamed to Crafty Life Mom, which is what it is today. So I came home, and for almost 5 years, I my oldest son had started kindergarten, and my twins were home with me. Our youngest son, he needed speech and went to a special pre-K for his speech. And so I was home and available to be a part of that and help out and volunteer with the school as well as with my church. And so I did a lot of volunteering, worked on Crafty Life Mom, and or started to change into Crafty Life Mom and started YouTube videos and things like that. So I've been kind of on here for a few years. And then I also started volunteering at the school, which turned into substituting and filling in when teachers were out. And that is a thing. It happens all the time. And for a few years, the administration, the principal, they started asking me when are you going to be a teacher? You're here a lot. And last year I was there every single day with my kids. And, it was a pandemic year. And I thought, I can do this. If I'm going to be here every day anyways, helping out, I might as well be paid properly. So I got my certifications, and this fall I started teaching. And I knew starting in the fall that, it would take me away a little bit from posting my regular crafting content on here. And then I thought I might add in the teaching content. Even though I'm not a teacher expert, I do have a lot of knowledge with it because of the last few years, working and being around in the school and around, different teachers, but I'm still new at it. And it's been a whirlwind the last or since the fall. And so once I got a handle on things, I knew I would start posting content, and we got right into fall, and then it was the holidays. And I did make some videos on here, but I just didn't have time to edit them or get them posted. And so I was like, you know what, for the new year, I'm gonna just restart over fresh. And that's one of my goals, is to actually just bring some more crafting content while I have this new role as well. For the teaching part of it, I don't know exactly where it's going to go. I do like it. I feel called to it. But the biggest thing that makes me happy is crafting and sharing crafts and collecting crafty friends and just doing, whatever DIYs or whatever we have around our house and our home. So for this page and this platform for Crafty Life Mom, that's what I plan to do into the new year, is just continue sharing that content with you guys. And hopefully if you are interested in that, you will subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. And, I might dabble in a little bit of teaching talks here and there, or just some teacher things. But for now, I'm going to keep this channel exactly what I started it out to be, and that was crafts and DIYs. And I'm not sure that I'll teach forever. It is a hard job. It has its hard days, but it has its good and sweet moments too. So for right now, that's just where I feel called to be, and that is a part of my daily life. But it is something that is a job that ends normally a little bit earlier than a typical 9-to-5 job, and the schedule you just can't beat. And I'm there with my kids, so I enjoy it, and I enjoy being part of it and bringing my craftiness there, and may trickle that back into this. But when I'm home and I'm in my craft room and I'm crafting, I usually am crafting for me or my friends or my family. And so that's just something that I want to continue to keep sharing and doing in the new year. My dog is running around like crazy. So that said, going forward with my New Year's goals, everyone has them. I have goals specifically for every area in my life, and I'm going to try and just kind of simplify those and work on those in the future. Always, family and faith are at the top of the list. Finances, just more money is always more money. And with fitness, being healthier, going into another year. I don't want to say like I'm going to do some strict diet, but I'm just going to be more aware of making better choices. But I do love my treats and sweets. And then the last thing is friendships and relationships, and just building on those, checking in with people, even my family and that sort of thing. So yeah, that's what I have planned for the new year as far as goals go and for this channel. And hopefully you'll leave a comment down below and share with me what your New Year's goals are and what you're looking forward maybe to doing or getting back to, if that is a goal or something that you have in mind. Share it below, because I love to read your comments, and I love to see what you guys have planned. Maybe you have a good idea and you want to share it. That'd be awesome. But yeah, so that is me if you're new to this channel, and that's kind of my backstory as well, plus my New Year's goals. So let's go ahead and let's get to crafting. Before I flip the camera around and show you just the crafts that we're working on, I'm going to tell you about them. They're kind of sitting back here. Actually, you can kind of see them in the camera. And so I have like a water bottle. I think I have a couple of shirts we're going to make, and I have some decals that I want to make for a couple of items that I want to label or personalize. So I'm going to show you those things. I'm going to flip the camera overhead so that you can see the items a little bit better, and I'm going to show you what we are working with for this craft with me. So I have my camera above here, and I apologize if the lighting is a little bad. I'm trying to work on just getting some better lighting and some better equipment and stuff so I can make these videos for you guys. But so I have a random assortment of things here, and the first two things, well, let me kind of break it up by type. So I have a couple of shirts that I want to make here, just some crafting shirts for myself to wear when I'm crafting. There's a really cute SVG file that I found on Etsy, which I'll make sure I link down below, and it has a Cricut machine on it, and I just thought it would make a really cute shirt. And then I actually have an SVG file that I made, which I will also link the files that I use down below. This one is in my shop as well if you want to get that one. So I'm going to show you the two SVG files that I'm using, and we're going to make a couple of crafting shirts. And then my daughter, she got for Christmas a kitten, a real kitten that has been on her list for probably 2 years now, if not longer. And so we caved and we got her a kitten for Christmas. And so the last few days we have spent like going to all the pet stores and getting all the pet things for the kitten. And so of course we were walking down, I forget what store we were in, and it is a small kitten, guys. I posted like on my Instagram, if you follow me there, a picture of our fireplace, and the kitten had just like walked and sat down like right when I snapped the photo. So I included it, and if you go look on my Instagram, you'll see how small this little kitten is. So anyways, my kids love, like we have a dog too, and they love to put clothes on animals. And I think that's mainly due to the fact that all of the shows that they watch, like cartoons and that sort of thing, they have lots of animals in them, and they're all dressed as people, right? They have clothes on and they act and talk like families and friends and kids or whatever, but they're animals. So I can see why my kids love to dress up our pets. And I really think this is a dog shirt, to be honest, for a small dog, but she saw this little tie-dye thing, and our kitten is a boy. So this one was like blue, for the most part, like blues and grays, but it had this like hint of pink, and I think she was attracted to that. And so she was like, oh, we have to make a shirt for Mittens for when it's cold. And I just couldn't say no. How adorable is this? It is so cute. But I know it is a dog sweater, and it like just swims on the kitten, but she just liked it. This little hoodie, it actually has a functioning pocket, and so we're just gonna personalize it. She asked me to put his name on here, Mittens. And so our dog has a shirt or two, so I guess our cat will too. So while I'm personalizing my craft shirts, I thought, sure, why not? I will make a quick little graphic for the shirt, and we will press that on. Then I thought it would be fun to make some decals. And so I have a couple items here. We picked this up. This is actually a food container for a cat from Ross. It was only $9. And so we want to put a little cat logo on the top here with like the word food or whatever, so it's clear, you know, like this is the cat food. We have one of these for our dog. It is different, so like you can tell them apart, but this will probably stay near her room. We have like a little area set up separate from everything, and so it'll be, you know, something to just have it there, because the cat mainly stays in her room. And so I'm gonna put a decal on it for her and personalize that. And then I have a couple of things that I want to personalize. This little package here, this actually came from the Dollar Tree. There's 2 little bottles in here, and in another video that's coming up, I'm gonna show you some other things that I'm adding to my craft room. And so I'm gonna need a bottle of water that I can just kind of, well, I could use this for any crafts actually. So I'm just creating these little spray bottles with water in one of them. So I'm gonna make a little decal that just labels this as water, and then another one for like rubbing alcohol. Because sometimes like you have like a surface, like, you know, maybe it's this right here, and if we're gonna personalize it right here, the sticker, you know, these tend to leave a residue. So I thought it would be, and like this is gonna be really hard to get off, which I don't plan to put the decal there, I plan to put it here, but I'll have to work on that sticker. Anyways, I thought it would be cool to have like a water and a rubbing alcohol, just a little spray bottle that I can like spray on the surface and then just kind of wipe clean in the craft room instead of running all around the house to go get it. And I don't know why I didn't do this sooner, but when I saw these at the Dollar Tree, I thought, oh, such a great idea. I know it's little, but it's perfect for the craft room. So we're gonna label these so that I can put the proper liquid in them, and I'm just gonna show you that. And then I have my water bottle here that I take to school with me, and I'm trying to get better at drinking more water. So I think it has a straw, it does, but I lost my straw. I'm gonna have to figure that out. But I love this water bottle because it has the hook on it, and when you open it, it does have the straw for like sipping it. I just got to find the straw now to get it. But I had this space here. I had a sticker that kind of like rubbed off a little bit. So I thought it would be fun to put my monogram on here because I have all like other, you know, these stickers that I got like from different Etsy shops or that people gave me. Pray more, worry less, work hard, dream big, celebrate little joys in life, and of course, coffee, teach, repeat. So I just thought it would be cute to put a monogram on here. I kind of need a crafting one, you know, to kind of go with this. So I'll be on the lookout for a crafting sticker. If you want to give me one or send me one, I'm totally happy to take it. But yeah, so I thought I'd put my monogram like maybe here in the center or up here. I don't know, but we're gonna do that. And I found this is actually Sizer Easy Weed, but I have a really pretty vinyl that is super cute pattern that I'm probably going to do that's close to this one that I found and put this on the water bottle. The other thing that I got, which I have been wanting one of these, I did a lot of crafting around Christmas time and there was glitter and glitter everywhere. And, you know, it took a while to kind of clean that up. And I saw that they had these little desk vacuums or glitter vacuums. These things are so cute. My sister-in-law got me this as a Christmas gift and I am in love with it. And it's just plain white. Like they have different ones in like a mint or whatever color, which are really cute too. But I thought this would be really cool to have a monogram on here as well. So I'm going to do that. And like, just to kind of show you like how this works, you just put, well, you can push it down to like kind of scrub the area, but it has a little button here and it vacuums. Like I actually tested it and it just vacuums your little area. So super cute. I will link this down below as well if you're interested in getting one of these for your desk. I thought this would be another great little addition to keeping the craft room tidy while crafting on the fly. So yeah, that's what we're working with today. That's what we're crafting. I've kind of laid out my materials to go ahead and cut the decals and cut the heat transfer vinyl that we're going to be putting on the shirts. And so I'm going to go ahead and do that now, and then we're going to come back and I'll show you me putting what like decals I came up with and what you know, materials or what colors I ended up using. So I have cut all my decals for everything that we're going to put a decal on. So I'm going to do that really quick and then we'll move on to the shirts. So what I'm going to do is start with these two little bottles. Like I told you before, I wanted to have one for rubbing alcohol and one for water just to spray and have in the craft room. So I feel like they needed to have a label, and there's like a little seam right there. And it would be perfect to have that alcohol right now actually to kind of clean this off. So I'm just gonna use my shirt and we're just gonna place it on there like so. Rub it in really good. And then what I'm gonna do is just peel this off like that. And that came out super cute. And then H2O is what I cut for the water one. And this one is fairly larger, but I just thought this would be cute to have. I could have shortened the two up a little bit, but I just decided to leave it the same size. And just have one big like H2O, kind of like as if you're saying it. So I have basically a big one and a little one, and I can just kind of look without even reading it, you know, I know, oh, the big decal will be the water, and the small one is the one that's alcohol, obviously. So look how cute that turned out. That looks so adorable, and it goes perfect with the craft room. So I'll definitely be keeping that close by for future crafting. All right, so the next thing I want to do is the water bottle. Like I said, it's got a little dirt on it right there, but I just wanted to kind of like personalize it with something that was my initials, or something that you know, was that just said it was my name. So if I ever lost it, you know, I'd be able to reclaim it again. So yep, so what I'm gonna do is just kind of lay this down and do it in this area. And I decided to do this light pink with my monogram in the circle monogram format. And let's see, I'm thinking just here in the middle, maybe. Not sure if I'm liking that, or if I want it like up high. Maybe up high, because then I could add like another like crafting sticker in the future. So I think I'm just gonna do it right there. Oops. Let's see, like that maybe. Just kind of straighten it up and press it down really good. And when I make decals, like I like to make sure that it's pressed down really smooth. Now, this transfer tape that I'm using is actually not transfer tape. It's actually the Duck brand of clear contact paper, or clear contact material, I guess, like a liner. And the reason I like this, because it has enough stick to it to take the decal off of the backing paper, but it's not super sticky to where it's, you know, hard to actually apply your decals. So a lot of times I use this Duck brand contact paper as my transfer paper, because it just makes it super easy, and it's way more affordable. It's like $5 for an 18 by 15 foot maybe roll, and so you just can't beat that, and it works just the same or just as good. So there's the water bottle. I think that came out super cute with all these other stickers, and so yeah, now I'll be ready to take that back to school with me. And then let's see, before we move to the cat thing, I made my monogram in the script font, and I'm gonna go ahead and take this out of the box now for good. And just in case, like if you were wondering, this did not come with batteries. You do have to have your own batteries, you know, you need to add batteries to be able to get this little vacuum to work. But they do have some really cute ones. I know that, I think it's Recollections that makes one. I'll link it down below. It makes a really cute one that's kind of a dome shape with a mint bottom, which is the one that I think is super adorable to have. So may end up getting another one, we'll see. But I'm gonna put my monogram on this one for now in the middle, just to kind of spice things up, right? Personalize all the things in your craft room. I'm just gonna take a look here for centering it up. And then again, just pressing it on up and down and left to right. Super easy. And then I'm gonna use my tool to kind of get this up, because it's up pretty good. All right, so here we go. I'm going to just peel this back at an angle. And again, this is that Duck clear transfer, or clear contact paper. So it's working quite nicely with all of these decal projects. And you can see like, this is kind of like an acrylic top. It's kind of, you see how it's got this shine to it. You know, and I had plastic for the water bottle, and then like, or the water bottle was kind of powder coated. And then this little squirt bottles, they were plastic. So look at that, it is so cute. I love the way that turned out. You can see it's a little crooked, but it's okay. I'm just the one using it, so it'll be okay. There's like a little scratch or something right there, but look how cute my little vacuum is now. I should probably put some words that say like, you know, clean it up or something like that. Would have been really cute to put around the corners. But yeah, so there's my little vacuum, and it just cleans up your whole little area. I'll have to do a demonstration for it with you guys, and the next time that I'm using glitter or something like that. All right, so here is the big box that's for the cat food, and I was able to get that label off fairly easy, so that was not a problem. But I wanted to put the food decal up here, and I really didn't measure. I kind of guessed when I made the decal. So there's kind of like a corner lip curving thing happening here with the edge, and then there's this whole little area here, but then like right about here a little dip starts to happen. So my advice is make sure you like really know the area of, I know, I'm sorry, I'm using my shirt, the area of where you want your decal. So I did not do that this time. I just kind of went with it, but I think we're gonna be okay wherever I choose to put this. And I think I'm gonna go with it right down here. And this little cat, it had some different whiskers on it, but when I was weeding it, they somehow tore and got lost. So I just have like a little nose there, and then he had like these little striped whiskers. And I found this kitten decal in Design Space. So you can look in there if you want to do a similar looking decal for it. Let me just see how this is gonna line up. Oh yeah, not too bad. Just get it right up, and the O and the F kind of separate that little dip right there, okay? And I'm just gonna use my, when I have bigger vinyl, I like to use this to kind of just help burnish this down, kind of make sure it sticks really good, especially when there's a curve in the item. I should have set that up just to make sure that it's super straight, but it's okay. Like I said, it's from my daughter's new little kitty, and she's gonna absolutely not even know. And she's gonna love it. So all right, I'm just gonna pull this back, and it's kind of just rolling on itself, which is perfect. You can see here, like it's like this, where it's picked up a little bit, but that's okay. Just gonna roll it back. And there it is. How adorable is that? So cute. She's going to love it. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is get out the heat press, and I'm going to do the shirts and show you the decals that I created for those shirts. Okay, so I went ahead and got my, I don't know what this is. It's like a quilter's blocker. I don't use it for quilting. I'm not a quilter, but it's this pad. My husband got me this one year for Christmas. Not this year, I've had it for a couple years. And I have used it to do heat press shirts. And so, especially when I'm using the Cricut Easy Press, which I have right here. I just turned it on, it's warming up, and I'm going to use this to make the 3 little shirts. Sometimes when I'm making a bunch of shirts, I do have a heat press, or if it's like a big area that I'm making, which one of the shirts I'm making tonight is a large area, but I do want to show how you can use a Cricut Easy Press to even make a big shirt, or like a shirt that has a large design. Because it is multiple layers, so it's, you know, I guess having this is not going to affect whether or not it's like in a heat press. So if you're looking for a heat press and you don't want to spend money for like a big clamshell type one or one that like swings, then this is a good investment to get. And they always have specials and everything on these. So I'm using my Cricut Easy Press, and this is the 9x9 one. And I love the little tray that it comes with, just to like keep it from getting hot on your table or your surface. It just holds it quite nicely. So we're gonna let that heat up, and while that's warming up, I'm gonna go ahead and get that little cat shirt or that dog shirt that my daughter wanted to have for our new little kitten, to have his name on this little shirt. And it is so darling. It's so little, and it's actually so big on the kitten. Like, we've already tried it on, and he'll have to grow into it. So, but if he ever gets cold, he'll have this little hoodie, even though he has fur. All right, so I went ahead and I did what she said. I just cut his little name out on this little decal, and I'm just gonna put it, I think, right there at the top, or in the middle of the pocket maybe. Or maybe we want it up here on the back. I think I'm gonna do it up there because that's like a normal t-shirt, right? That's how it would be. But on a kitten, it might be down there. Not sure the area that this would be best at. Let's see. I think I'm gonna do it down here, because if he ever has a harness on over top, you'll still be able to see the word. Normally I would do it right here. Like if it was on an actual person's sweatshirt, I would do it right there. But this is for a cat on a dog's shirt, so we're just gonna go with it. And that sound right there means that the press is ready. So I'm just gonna go ahead and give it a little bit of a heat up, just to kind of flatten down the area. And now I'm just gonna refine my placement here. And I'm gonna put it here. I'm gonna put on a protective sheet. And I'm just going to go ahead and press this with 30 seconds. And I have my temperature set at 350, as you can see. It's just gonna count down the 30 seconds while we press this. And it's probably enough heat, but I just like to go the full amount of time. And I probably could have used the mini on this, but since we are doing the larger shirts, I just wanted one heat source. All right, and let's see. It's gonna be super flat. I'm gonna peel it back. Look at that, so cute, so stinking adorable. All right, look how cute. She's gonna love it for the little kitty mittens. All right, well, let's go ahead and move on to our first shirt. Now, this shirt is a shirt that I'm making for myself to wear. It is a V-neck shirt. I typically don't wear V-neck, but I can't remember how or why I got this shirt, because I normally just wouldn't have purchased it, but I did. So I'm gonna make a shirt for crafting, and let's see here. When you have a V-neck, you gotta think, okay, like your normal shirt collar comes around here, so about like right here, and then you want 2 inches usually for your design to start. When you have a V-neck, my rule of thumb is like the V-neck almost comes down into that, you know, that area right where your chest begins. So you kind of like want to line your design almost at the point. If you move it down here, it's going to look funny when you're wearing it. So that's just like my little tip when you are doing a V-neck. Normally you got to think your collar would come here like in a regular scoop, and this is your 2-inch start mark. So the top of your V or the bottom of your V is actually right where you'd want your design. So I did this in 2 pieces, and it's just because I use scrap vinyl, but I'm just gonna lay them at the same time. And so I am just gonna have the word craftologist here, right? And then I have the little icons, and you can get this as one solid SVG cut file from my shop, which I will link it down below. And it looks like there's a little piece of something attached there that didn't weed. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut with my scissors that off. I don't know why that did that, but anyway, maybe it's because I cut it as 2 pieces. I'm not sure, but anyway, so I'm just going to use the O as the center and just kind of line it to the shirt here, and then have these little icons with the bow lining up right underneath it. I just thought that was super cute. And like I said, you can find this SVG file. The link to this is going to be down below. I'm going to get my cover sheet here again, and we're going to do the same process. I'm just going to heat it up and get my cord out of the way there and start. And I'm just going to go left and right with this. And I can get that out of the way. And we'll just go until it's done. I like to give it a little bit of pressure and just go side to side with it. I think that's the best, and it kind of just keeps an even heat all around. You don't have to go side to side or up and down. You can just kind of keep it in one area, but my design went a little wider than this, so I like to keep it moving. All right, we're gonna see how it turned out. Look at that. Oh, and you can see, look, this is a rookie mistake here, but I kind of got the edge of that little part of the glue gun underneath, and it kind of wanted to heat press to the plastic. So I peeled it really quickly. If it's a bigger area than that, I'd say you might have to like take it off and redo it. But I have an actual post that tells you how to remove a heat press mistake or how to fix it like that. And I'll link that down below as well, so you can see how to fix that if you ever do that, because sometimes that just does happen. So I'm gonna just press this again just to kind of get that little bit laid back down. I'm just gonna put a little bit of heat on it for a few seconds just to kind of get that laid back down so it doesn't lift or anything. And hopefully it won't going forward. All right, so there it is. Look how adorable that turned out. I love it. Super cute, fun for crafting in the craft room. I like to iron it sometimes. Sometimes I do that. But yeah, that turned out super cute. So I love the black and white. It looks good. All right, so we're gonna move on to the last shirt. And this one is my absolute favorite. I saved the best for last. So let's get to it. All right, so I have this mint blue or like baby blue almost shirt, and I am going to just kind of give it a little bit of a press here and just get all of the air out of it, all of the moisture that might be in the shirt. I kind of like to do that. Normally when I had used the heat press, I do the same thing. I just kind of get it out. So now what I want to do is I'm going to line this up to the middle of my shirt. And I always just use the tag as my rule of thumb. Remember what I said, when you have the scoop here, right? You have your scoop, you want to come about 2 inches down. This is about 3. You could use that as a rule of thumb. That might be a little too low. But usually, you know, like you could do like 2 fingers. Some people do like 3 fingers. It's up to you how you want to do it. You can also get like any kind of guide out there. They sell them on Amazon. I kind of tend to wing it, especially when it's like a shirt for myself. But if you're doing it for a business, then I totally recommend that you do it. So what I did was I kind of cut all the different colors of the design. And remember, I don't want it up under the neck. I want to come down about 2 fingers. So that's what we're going to do, but we're going to start with each layer, right? So I'm just going to peel off that layer, and then we're going to build the design on top of it as we go. So starting with the glitter, and I know some people will say, oh my gosh, you're going to layer on the glitter. And yes, I am. I have done it before, and I'll do it again and again because it's going to make the design look awesome. So here we go. And yes, this is multiple presses on the design, but I find that doing it like this, you kind of have a little bit more control over it. You could peel them off all into one, but I'm not going to do that. I want to do it one bit at a time. So that is done and set. And obviously you can see what we're making here. We're using, it almost looks like it could be either or, but this is mainly a Cricut machine, like a Cricut maker. And I gotta say, I have both. I use the Silhouette Cameo, and I use the Cricut machines, and I have been loving Cricut lately. So yeah, it's amazing. All right, so what we're gonna do next is we're going to line this up. You see how the gray is kind of gonna go on top of the silver here, just like so. And we're gonna layer it right onto the glitter. Another 30 seconds. And sometimes when it's just like a small piece, I actually don't even do the full 30 seconds. I might just stop at the 15 because you got to understand that the back is also heated up already from the first press. So I'm just going to return it at 15 seconds. And it did bubble up. When you do it over glitter, it will do that, but like I said, it's not a big deal. So I don't mind it. Some people might. So you might want to have that area cut out. It's totally up to you, but the way this design worked, I just was using scraps, and I just at the last minute chose to do the glitter. You could do something else next time. I don't know. It would be up to you what you would pick, but yeah, I chose to do the glitter. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. I have these kind of cut in pieces because I use scraps. And this is a pretty big design with a lot of material, but like I said, you can use scraps for these. So, I think we'll do the white on there now. And then we'll move on to the black. Kind of gives it a little extra. Okay, hopefully that turned out good. Oh yeah, look at that. We're going good here. All right. Oh, it didn't go down. Uh-oh, what happened there? Maybe too hot. I probably used a peel cold. I think that's what I did. So yeah, that's what I did. I'm gonna have to wait to peel it. And you can see like my white there moved. Oh, I hate that. That happened. That's no good. Don't want that to happen. See, I make mistakes too. So I could recut this, or skip it because it kind of crinkled. You see how it did that, and it's kind of, oh darn, it's kind of folding over. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do there, but we'll see. But yeah, this is a peel cold product. Obviously, this might be one of my glow in the dark ones. So that was a mistake. I should have used a different white for that because I have a little fold there now in that. And yeah, that's okay. It's still going to turn out okay. So we'll wait just to give it a minute to cool. Yeah, and now looks like we're better. Got to give it that time to cool or it won't peel right. So I was able to kind of save that a little bit, but yeah. Oh, well, that happens. All right, so let's do the pink. I have a couple different spots where the pink is going to go on here. And I do have the heart fill in this, but we're going to wait. Oh, and I have that piece. Look at that, I messed up twice. The pink should have went down first. So I'm gonna have to recut that and reapply. Oh, darn, I hate when I do that. Okay, it's all right. We're gonna work with it. It's still gonna be cute either way. Like if it's missing one little detail or two, it's fine. I'm missing the one here, and now I'm missing the one here. So that's just how it's gonna go. All right, we are going to go ahead and let me just double check the black. Okay, so it's gonna be okay with that. Even without the silver or the white piece, it's gonna be okay. So I'm gonna do it again. All right, and return this, and I'm gonna let it cool for just a few seconds, and then we will peel just to make sure that it is going to stay applied to the machine. It is kind of hot, so I'm just gonna test it. Okay, yeah, this is gonna be okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and peel this back. Look how good that's looking. Super good. The silver kind of was a little pebbly, but it's gonna be okay. So let's move on. We have two more steps to do. We have the black, and then we have a black outline that's gonna go with this. I could have done a different like charcoal color, but I did not have that on hand. So I just have black. We'll see how that looks with the outline. It may or may not be, maybe too much, but we'll see. I think it's gonna work out okay. Like I said, I'm just making this shirt for me to wear while crafting. If I was going to sell this shirt, I would probably redo or use materials that I already like all knew, so you didn't have any pieces or scraps. Like I said, I used scraps to actually do this, and I don't know that I would do the glitter again, or I would go back and clean up the SVG file to actually cut out where the silver goes so that it wouldn't be bubbly like that, because I do like this color with this glitter, but the file wasn't cut there where all these pieces are. Oh, and it did it again. Oh, that's gonna drive me crazy. Why is it doing that? Took up my pink. I'm just gonna take it off because it is not looking good there. Don't like that at all. Okay guys, so here is a look at all of the crafts we did tonight. I think for the most part they turned out great. Like I said, all of these actually are for me and my home, or for my daughter and her new kitten. I did have some issues on this shirt here, and so I kind of cut filming it because some of my pink layer came off and one of my layers over here. I had an issue like down here. So this one, I would totally make this again, but I might put it like on a mug or something like that instead of a shirt. I do like it like this. I will wear it for crafting, but this design, you know, could have been done a little bit differently. Other than that, though, it was a really great design. And I love, love, love the Craftologist one. This is a design that I created, so you can actually find this in my shop. And I will link all of the sources that I use for this video down in the description box below. So that's it for this Craft With Me video. Hopefully you guys give it a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, please hit the subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.